All right, we got Alhaitham first. So, and Barber Supremacy, I'm with it. Let's go. This is going to be good. This is going to be good. All right, so we got an Alhaitham right now. 81 out of 90, C0, 697, focusing on the most important thing, the E Black Sword, level 80. Black Sword's what I use on card count. With him, I think it's a great choice, especially if it helps fit your kit and everything. 90 your weapon, definitely. Definitely 90 that weapon. On you got 364 EM with 62.4 to 131. Nice ratio. You're getting a little bit more rate when you 90 that weapon. Not a ton, like an extra 2.5%, I think, something like that. But we take everything we can get, right? Energy recharge at 122. He does pick up pretty quick. Pretty quick. So if you're getting your burst on cooldown, then that's plenty. You don't even need to touch it anymore. And you are running a Dendro Cup with a 4-piece gilded, which means the 4-piece set is actually giving you a lot more EM in the end. So very, very nice. I like it. I'm sure you're Alhaitham. Alhaitham fucking rocks too. Like he's so good, and he doesn't even need to be like insanely built to be good. So with that being said, he has actually been one of the characters I've enjoyed most playing lately. But let's go through your artifacts. So on this piece, you got a 36.4 CV. On that, not bad, not bad. 7% on your rate there. The rate is going to be important, but 75 on your EM, very, very essential. You're taking a small drop on your crit damage by not having it on this, but that 75 EM is so important because you are going to be doing a ton of reactions for sure. He's very nice, still practicing with him. I know, I feel like I'm still learning every single day with him too. He's so much fun to play. He's so strong. It's like, it's insane. I feel like a lot of times by the time I get to him, like everything just gets obliterated. Off piece is gonna be your EM cup, looking very clean. You got about a 34, 35 CV on that with attack and ER. No wasted stats. Attack is not gonna be the primary stat you need, but it still doesn't hurt. Still doesn't hurt. So, I like that as your off piece. I think that's very clean. Then you're running a Dendro Cup on set too. Tough to get, so that's why you're kind of suffering on some of the stats here a little bit, but you are getting a little piece of crit damage there. Obviously, this would be a replaceable piece. Whichever one of these come first. Ideally, hopefully, you get an onset EM piece that you could switch here, and then that would open up your Dendro Goblet to be able to use with any piece, because that's always going to be the hardest ones to get. But of course, we'll see. And then on here, you're running crit damage main stat with 7% on your rate. Very nice. A little bit of EM and some ER. This is a very clean piece. I don't think you'll replace this one anytime soon. I mean, hopefully you can. But overall, I think this is very solid. Now, I have my fingers crossed you're going to get a main stat EM piece here that's comparable. And then hopefully you have a Dendro Cup that could replace it, or you get an onset one that can do a lot. If you were to get that crit rate up over like 70, I feel like you'd probably see a little more consistency out of it, get a little bit like EM on it, a couple other stats. But for right now, I mean, this is going to run. This is going to do good. Wanderers 81 out of 90, C0, Crown 9-8, nice, okay. Prioritizing in a proper fashion there. Skyward Atlas is perfectly fine. That's a nice big attack boost too, and you've 90'd your weapon already. Wanderers another one is your mid DPS. I would 90 the character, but if you are working on other things, that's also okay. Attack though at just under 2400 is nice. Is very nice. That's a very high attack. EM at 124. The occasional swirl that you do get is going to have some damage, but he doesn't do a lot of swirling, obviously, so it's not a priority. But then you have 76.3 on your rate. That's fucking beautiful. Damage is obviously where we want to work on here. You know, the ratio is like a 1 to 1.2, right? So obviously we want to get higher damage on this. ER is going to be perfectly fine as is, though. He has a 40 burst cost. It comes up very easily, and it does not need to be done every single rotation. It's not even done every rotation. So an Animo Cup is great, and you're running a 2-piece Glad, 2-piece Desert, so you're running Animo and Attack. I think that's very solid. I think that's very solid. The big thing, like just looking at this, the big thing I see right off the bat is obviously we got to work on crit damage. You hope to get the weapon expander. That'll be a game changer. That'll suit your build very, very well. You might want to end up looking for some additional attack pieces if you were to lose your Skyward Atlas, which gives a lot of attack. But yeah, you know, that weapon's gonna help a ton if you get this weapon. So let's go through your pieces now. You got a 34.2 CV on this, 42 EM. EM's not lost. It's just not. It's not ideal. Attack would suit you better here. But obviously, I mean, we take what we get, right? And this is your off piece right now too, okay? So, I mean, overall, having something in the 30s is still very solid, definitely. I like the high crit rate stats because he is a very fast attacker, and making sure you crit every time is really important because, again, crit damage doesn't do anything unless you're actually hitting a crit, right? So, 11% rate here. I mean, you're just under a 30 CV on that with more EM as well. You got an onset attack piece here, 11% damage. miss other stats. So right now you're filling in the slots just to kind of make the pieces work. Remember, you can do 2-piece VV and you can strongbox that if you want to replace your Desert Pavilion. So with that being said, you might be able to pull some pieces really quick and make a 2-piece out of it, essentially. So on this one, Animo Cup definitely makes sense. Definitely makes sense. 3.1 on the rate, though, so that part's not helping a ton. The other stats don't actually help on this piece, but you are using an Animo Cup and making your 2-piece set with it. So I think that the VV, if you, I don't know if you have plans for your strongbox already, but I think VV is not a bad one to strongbox for sure. Yeah, VV you can strongbox to get your pieces. And you don't even have to touch it then. Farm your other stuff, save up, and then VV strongbox. And you'll get the same effect. Last piece looks great. You get a crit rate 1-2 with almost 20% damage on, a little bit of EM. Not too bad. Couple missed stats on things, but you're still in a build process right now, so that makes a lot of sense. There's no more crit rate to get out of this, though. The Ascension's already done. So, all right, let's check out your Barber Supremacy. That's what I want to see. We got a Barber with an Everlasting Moon Glow. The donut on a Barber. Let's go. Okay, 90 out of 90. C3, double crowned. 9 on the Q. Okay. 32k HP. 98 EM. Healing bonus at 60.9 and energy recharge at 142 with a 4-piece Ocean. Let's go. That's pretty cool, honestly. I think that's pretty cool. Okay, we're gonna look at your pieces. Not a lot of these stats, only certain stats are really gonna matter a lot here. Like the first piece is gonna be you're getting all this ER from it too. Second piece, you're getting a ton of ER as well. I mean, you definitely have no ER problems. Wow, it's pretty cool to see a Barber like that, right? You don't get to see a lot of these. I'm gonna take a little screenshot. I'm gonna take a screenshot of that one. Cool. Honestly, that's cool. We don't get to see a Barber like that often. Definitely don't get to see a Barber like that often, so very cool. 1000 HP every hit with the ring. Nice. That's what's up. That's what's up. All right, let's keep your Xiao. And I know you said your Xiao is almost there. You're going to be taking him to 999 and 90 out of 90 soon. That's what's up, so we'll ignore the rest of that. He's a C0 Xiao. You're using his signature weapon. It is a great choice for him. 1800 attack. That is going to go way up when you level him up, so can't really say too much about that. He does scale off of crit rate, so this is going to take a nice jump here also. So that'll put you in a nice clean spot. You'll have a good ratio there. So that ratio will leave you very, very clean. Very clean. And your energy recharge being at 138, fucking, that's beautiful. Almost nobody covers or realizes his energy recharge needs, unless you're running like a full fucking Animo team, he needs to have the energy recharge you have right here, and that's fucking awesome. So I can see that you obviously worked on your artifacts, and now you're just kind of filling in the pieces, which is amazing, 2-piece Glad, 2-piece VV is a fantastic set. You do not need to go 4-piece Vermilion. It's a small upgrade, and it's usually not worth it, unless you're like a diehard Xiao main. That's why I'm grinding for it. It's just because I want my extra 2% damage or whatever the fuck I'm gonna get with it, honestly. Because I'm a simp.